That's why I believe in the concept of being one-on-one. Like instead of you wanting to be like, be a somebody. That's a title for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Then you become an aspiration. I think you gotta live it day by day because tomorrow's not promised. So like if you wanted to go home today and make 30 beats, bro, going back to what you said about do I want to make the money and like the money can be here today and then gone tomorrow, but the feeling of you made a fire ass beat, that should probably stick with you for like a month. You play that shit back every time and you get goosebumps. It's anytime like this is that every time. Every time. I care about making what I'm living a reality and not follow the stigma of this being a dream for a lot of people. Like I don't think I could just get it off of one career. So to keep it 1,000, I'll give you like a breakdown. I put my heart into this shit. Build this shit brick for brick. And brick for brick, they gon' tear it down. Ay, cause we'll go come around fast. Faster than the Navy ship. She shook my shit away cause she ain't feeling it. Bottom of the oceans where you'll find my shit, yeah. But they put your words, she a violent girl. Ay, this shit be so tempting. I take it the fast way. Ain't tryna end up in last place. What if this is my last race? You tell my people, yeah, dale. Con calma se hace. Se sabe que no es fácil. I'm just being honest. Yeah. It's cancel culture for the ones that ain't got no culture. Educate all you niggas on how to use that coaster. One in the glass, how I turn it over. All due time, she'll be coming over. All due time, I'll get it right. I heard that they don't think that I'ma make it too far. But I'm further than you think, won't even catch me on a highway. Times when I think like it's all on me. I try to keep my distance, they be moving too rocky. I've been smoking back to back, cause of shit I can't get back. So I put my heart into this shit. Build this shit brick for brick. And brick for brick, they gon' tear it down. Ay, cause we'll go come around fast. Faster than the Navy ship, she shook my shit away cause she ain't feeling it. Bottom of the oceans where you'll find my shit, yeah. But what they quit your words, she a violent girl. Ay, this shit be so tempting. I take it the fast way. Ain't tryna end up in last place. What if this is my last race? You tell my people, yeah, dale. Con calma se hace. Se sabe que no es fácil. I'm just being honest. Nah, Puerto Rican. Yeah, I'm 100%.
Don't worry. Thought he was white?
I didn't even know, but no, I thought it was like black or white, mulatto. Yeah, and then I heard the Spanish. I was like, hey, I either.
Come on, he doesn't want to hear that. Yeah. So that's off the new album or a new project coming out this Friday.
Yep, this Friday.
Okay, J Rose
was disgusting.
That's
fire.
That's fire. Very cool video. Yeah.
Fucking ad libs.
It's the first body work that I dropped in the last 2 years.
Yeah.
Big deal.
Too long.
Big deal.
And it's 4 songs, but like when you listen to it, like if you really, like if I'm close to you, you know what I'm saying, and you kind of like we've chopped it up. That like if you know me and we chop it up, you kind of get an understanding of like how like personal it is. Like I would say this one was for me.
You're most vulnerable. For
yeah.
sure.
Well, actually, there's one more that's probably gonna come out later on in the year. That gets into like a lot more detail, but this was just like.
Is that the one that I have beats on?
Yes.
I'm a little upset.
Yes. No. But that's why. No. Because that project.
You're emotional.
I don't want to put the name out, but that is I will say it's gonna be an album, and I wanted it to be like album cut. Okay. I didn't want it. I feel like it really didn't fit the EP because I have certain genres with him where it's like. He's really on that soulful, like I'm gonna get the lowest point out of you. You know what I'm saying? Type of beats where I'll be rocking with. And then we got mad hype shit too. Like
I'm getting tired of the
That-
pain shit, dude. I've been starting to do a lot more like hype fucking.
Yeah,
beats.
absolutely. I ain't gonna lie.
I feel like I have enough pain beats.
Yeah.
You know, like if that's what you want from me, like I got you. So it's time to start cooking up a different
He's
wave,
like, yo, it's starting to get depressing in the studio.
Yeah, I think Dallas needs to buy a
need
new
some
jump
more-
loop, jump pack. I've been hearing you're getting more versatile with the drill shit though. Oh my god,
what drill shit?
When you were releasing,
Oh, he's starting.
I saw the
Maybe the Jersey
rose,
stuff?
Dallas rose with the cement coming, the flower coming out of the cement. I was like, yeah, you
okay.
had a little drill phase. I liked it.
I make drill every now and then.
Yeah, that was
I like
nice.
drill.
I liked it.
I
I
like
like
drill.
that. Hell yeah.
Every now and then.
Yo, so people, so for the people who don't know, you're an engineer. Do you produce your own beats? Was this album or this project self-produced, self-engineered?
So the project was produced mainly by me. So it's 4 songs. First one was produced by me. Second one produced by me. Third one, it was produced by one of the producers on in the Family God's Entertainment, Boz. So Boz produced that with C Major, and I'm such a horrible person, me not remember the third person's name. And then the fourth one was produced by my homie Hawk. That you've met Hawk.
Yeah, shout out.
You know what I'm
Hawk.
saying?
Yeah.
He's really one of them. So it's kind of like all in the family.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Like there's obviously like the 2 other producers that produced on track 3, but I still feel like if he trusts them, then I trust him. You know what I mean? So like shit, they family too.
You do a lot of shit, J Rose. A lot of different things.
Yeah.
You know, and I identify with that. I think you guys probably identify with that. I mean, Alone.
Wearing a lot
Your
of
whole
hats.
your whole name is Alone.
Yeah.
Because you do everything alone
Absolutely.
on your own.
Yeah.
You know, so like,
yeah, absolutely.
Why do you make that sound so
you be
depressing?
jamming out.
Yeah.
and I've been thinking like it's too much, dude. Like I think I want to quit engineering.
Ooh.
I think I might.
Wow.
Really?
I don't know.
This is
like
a high street PSA.
I don't
Here
know,
we go.
dude. Like at least for like just random gig engineering.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Like
So-
I like recording and mixing my own shit, but you know what I'm saying? Like, and I don't know. How do you guys feel about this? Like,
Can I ask? Can I?
Yeah.
I think the predicament you're feeling. Have you ever done live mixing? Like mix the live show?
I
I
don't think so.
guarantee you, your life, or you will be more grateful in the chair as an engineer when you do a live show.
But the thing about it is, right, is like it's the reason why I would quit is because it takes away time from my personal projects.
Okay.
So how do you guys feel about that?
Yeah. So like working on other people's stuff
Versus
more
your own
than
shit. Like you're coming out with an album,
Yeah.
you're coming out with an album.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Like at some point you wanted to get that shit out and you had to divert because you had some jobs.
Damn. I say I struggle with letting people help.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm somebody where like for me to ask somebody like to help or to do it, I feel like it's more of like a risk. Cause I don't know if they're gonna give it the same. Like I was telling you earlier, you can't pay nobody to care.
Mhm.
You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
yeah.
Like I can give you 100,000. You know what I'm saying? But you're gonna take that 100,000 and really care about it after, or care about me after I
Yeah.
did the job or whatever. Like you might just see it as a normal transaction. You know what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
can't really pay nobody to care. I take a really unique type of person to answer your question. I think it just goes to like number one, what phase you're in, because I've met like with me working at Augsburger, I've met like certain mix engineers that won't ever track. Like you will never see them and they at the crib or at their own studio doing whatever the case may be.
Mixing.
You have other people like I would say like Tizio, Chris Brown. He shout out JP, his tracking engineer. When Chris Brown tracks his vocals, he tracks it automatically printed with autotune.
Right.
You know what I mean? So certain people, like as I said, I think it all comes down to like the place that you're at in your career. Like maybe you're at a place where like y'all really want to focus more on production, and the engineering isn't something where like creatively, you know what I'm saying? And so I think what you're like in your decision that you're making, I think you're leaning more towards the satisfaction of the creative process versus the satisfaction of saying I got a $10,000 check off of a mix
Right.
or something like that. Like that's something you know you can make. But in terms of when you wake up at 9 a.m. to make some shit happen, what's gonna really get you amped is me being like, I'm gonna make 10 beats today, and I'm not interrupted by nobody hitting me for obsession or nothing. So I feel like it's. But then you might be like, yo, I've been producing for 8 months. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready to get in the studio and A&R a whole artist on one of my production, and now you hop into a different bag. So I see it as like, it's kind of like when you're in the kitchen, like you got your cabinet of shit, but you probably won't ever use everything, but you always got everything in there in case you got it. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Like in case you got to.
I mean, yeah.
Also, I was gonna say though, you've been like past couple of weeks since I came back on the pod. Like you've been more passionate about the production side, in my opinion, from what we've talked about. I need
to know what he's cooking.
From what we've talked about with the AI, the chord generator, this and that, the new stuff that's been plugging out, everything you text me and stuff. It seems like you've just fallen in love with production again.
Well, no, I mean that's always been the number one thing for me.
Yeah.
You know, is making beats, and then or actually, I should say making songs. Right, I make a beat so I can make a song.
Right.
Facts.
But like, I do like recording the songs. I like mixing them, but it takes me mad long.
Yeah.
And then when it's recording other people,
to record it,
to mix
Oh, to mix it.
Yeah.
So shout out to like Devon Terrell.
Shout out.
You know what I'm saying? Like he
Devon Terrell, HMD.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Like I have so much love for the guy.
Oh, man. Crazy.
But the reason why I love what he does is because like he generally takes out the time to like really dive into the like
specifics,
schematic, how they would say it, nerdy shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I feel like at the point right now that we're at, there's so much new shit coming out in the mix world that you can do so much shit with, that someone that's heavy in the production, seeing all that and seeing constant updates and like it's there's so many factors that can play into it. You know what I'm saying? Like when it comes down to why everybody is gonna be different. Everybody's gonna be different.
I mean, it's like the reason that I get distracted by those announcements and new tools and new plugins because I'm into it. I really like mixing.
Yeah.
I'm super passionate about it. But I feel like at some point you have to make a decision on your time. And what are you going to be
on Instagram, IG, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And like, what are you going to be excellent at?
When was the last time you changed your recording template?
That's a good question.
I mean, honestly, I don't have such a specific template that for recording
or just tracking mixing
that I even feel like I necessarily need to.
Do you feel like disconnected from the mixing? Is that what the problem is?
Nah, dude. I feel like it's mostly just a time thing. Like
it is.
You know, it's like it's what am I going to put my time into, right? Because you know, if I'm going to also engineer. Yeah. And that means I need to spend a lot of time doing that.
Can I give you an analogy that might help? So you could paint a picture, right? And we could all visualize a picture, right? Once you add color to it is when you really get that depth and that detail, right? Mixing is just adding that color. Although it takes time, it is one of the most underrated jobs, I think. Like it's really, I feel like a lot of mix engineers specifically, track engineers too, but mix engineers specifically we're way below the radar for pay, for fame, all that stuff. But we do a lot of the work to change the sonics and design some of the sounds. Yeah,
100%,
for sure.
And then I think you got to separate it too, right? In terms of like mixing your own shit and mixing other people's shit, and like which one of those do you want to cut out?
Right.
Like, because if you guys could, you'd probably never. Like, would you ever engineer if you could choose, right? Both of you being artists. And into production, if you could choose, would you ever engineer just like for money again? Like if you didn't have to?
Oh, I get what you're saying. Like, are you running sessions while you don't?
Are you gonna take a mix job? Are you gonna do recording time? I mean, if you could choose, like if you could say like instead I'm gonna make all my money off artistry.
It depends on the tag.
I don't think that would work out for me, to be honest. Like even when I started like just music. I was in the military before.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I was a heavy military head. So when I hopped into the music and like I started discovering like all the different things I could do, like production, engineering, and then the business, and then like, you know, building like an entire empire from this shit. All that shit attracted me. Like I wanted to be like hands-on with everything. And someone like me is like, we only live one life, so fuck it. Why not try to, you know what I'm saying? Like obviously not saying I'm gonna be scatterbrained and, you know, try to like I think one of the reasons why I'm at the level where I'm at now is because of my engineering. I think my engineering gave me,
100%.
you know, like a lot of the visibility that I have now. But I think, you know, it's all part of the game. Like you can't like you gotta pay respect to the game. I realized like when I was engineering, I had to really test shit out. I had to go, you know what I'm saying? Like I can't be, you know, 1 year in and think I'm one of the top ones out here. Like, you know what I'm saying? It don't, and even that thought process of thinking like there's a best one out here is really not a thing. You know what I'm saying? Because you still got certain engineers that you go to and they will never change their vocal chain. Like I use this compressor, I use this EQ.
Going into
don't
this,
tell me to change my shit.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So it all just goes down to really like how you want to live the role that we live of handling so many different things, like how you want to approach that right now.
Wearing many hats.
You know what I mean? Like you might be in a situation where you have the capabilities to engineer, produce, manage an artist, shoot a video, do all that, but it's like, damn, do I really want to do all that right now? Like what's my...
It's not just do I want to, because I want to do all the shit.
No, but it's reality though.
It's can you do a great job
reality.
of any of those if you're trying to do all
reality.
of those.
That's reality though. We only have 24 hours in a day, so we have to be more realistic. Like, and that's why I say when I started talking, I was like, I struggled my entire career with asking for help. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just like you ask certain people for help, and then they come back and talk about, you know, nah, like we can't do this, we can't, like it starts to be a certain thing. Not saying everybody's like that, but for some people, the capacity to hit rock bottom and come back, you got certain people that can only hit rock bottom so many times
and
not come back. You know what I'm saying? Like it take a real type of person to really be able to hit rock bottom. Like what's that indefinite? Like that's like forever, right?
Yeah.
Like imagine just your whole, it's just like Timbaland. Timbaland was like, I revamped myself, I think like 5 times.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's like, you probably gonna go through 5 different stages. That's why I try to never like stop, how we say, like stop blessings. You know what I'm saying? Like if someone's coming to me like, yo, I want you to produce a whole project, bet.
Yeah.
Let's produce it. Like so it comes down to a point where I come from a religious background. You know what I'm saying? So I really believe in like, you know, left and right, up and down, right or wrong. Like it's only 2 sides. There ain't no. I'm saying, shout out to my homie Jay the DJ. Jay the DJ and his mother. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Jay. But I was talking to him yesterday, and I was telling him the same thing. We was just chopping him. I was like, yo, bro, ain't really no. You know what I'm saying? Ain't really no middle to this shit. Certain niggas try to make this concept of, you know, let's create something new. No, it's been the same thing forever, bro. You know what I'm saying? There's only 2 sides to it. So when you ask yourself, I think like managing everything like all in one, it take a certain type of person for you. And that's why I believe in the concept of being one-on-one. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody try to, like, instead of you wanting to be like, be somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like when you could be like, this is, like that's a title for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Then you become an aspiration versus it being a whole different situation. But in terms of creator and like trying to do everything at the same time, I think you gotta live it day by day because tomorrow's not promised. So like if you wanted to go home today and make 30 beats, bro, you gotta, reality is, or that's why I said it's up to you. Like, do I want to spend, certain people, they'll spend the last hour they got for whatever and do it on something that's more pleasure to them versus doing something that may pay the cost, but because the pleasure may be something that satisfies them more for themselves versus them doing something that in reality is here today and gone tomorrow. Going back to what you said about, do I want to make the money, and like the money can be here today and then gone tomorrow, but the feeling of you made a fire ass beat, that shit probably stick with you for like a month. You play that shit back every time and you get goosebumps. It's anytime like, this is that shit every time.
Every time. Yeah. Pass the aux. No, but like, and you also got to be cognizant of people around you that see that, especially if you're good at what you do, they're like, yo, I need some of that too. Yeah. So like, they'll pull you in a million different directions, and some people are really good at convincing you to
have
do
that tunnel vision.
Yeah, so you got to be careful about that too, because you could get, and we've been through it, bro, where we invest in time into the wrong person, or some shit happens down the line, and you really don't know people too well till later on. You know what I'm saying? Then you're like, shit, I spent 3 months trying to.
But let me ask you something, right? How do you tell if it didn't work out anymore?
I mean, honestly, I think when I just have a certain feeling and instinct that happens, and then also like after it happens a few times, you start really noticing it before it.
One word, bro. Time.
Yeah.
The only thing that can eliminate something, unfortunately, in the world we live in, the only thing that you have to give, either consciously or unconsciously, bro, is time. That's the only thing that's going to cross-eliminate anything out, bro.
So then it becomes an exercise of spending the least time possible on like eliminating waste.
You
right?
get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But it comes to self. Certain people can't even critically think like that.
Most people can't think like that. Bro.
Certain people can't catch it. I'm dead ass though. Certain people really can't catch it that quick. Like I've talked to certain people and I already know. Like I always say, like you put me in a room with 10 millionaires. I promise you, every person in there gonna think I got a 100 mil in my pocket right now. Mm-hmm. I put $1 out. They be like, what else you got? Hey, bro, listen, bro. I don't want y'all to put my check, but you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I promise you, but you have to really be able to adapt, be a critical thinker. Like you got to be able to, and there's very unique people. I'm not throwing shade to the people that can't think like that, because I know certain people that like
you are.
They get heavily overwhelmed. I mean, fuck them, whatever.
They won't even realize you're doing it. They won't even realize you're doing it.
It's really a new mood. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, yo, listen. I mean, let me chill. But anyways, I think the point come down to like when it come down to this creative process that we indulge in every single day. Like we probably leave here today and somebody be like, "Yo, bro, let's work on a whole EP, bro." Then he talking about, I got 10,000 for you. Whole conversation changed. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, it's like, okay. Then you listen to the music and it's just like, it's all,
wouldn't that be circumstantial? Because then now you have to make a decision of whether you want to pay rent or like whatever you got to pay, or you actually have to. Because like I heard you said before, you said you can't pay somebody to care. To be honest, I got to be a devil's advocate right here. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to agree, but at the same time, I've taken jobs where like, you know, it's like a new upcoming rapper or whatever from, you know, local, whatever. And like, it might not be the best, you know what I'm saying? But he puts money where his mouth is. He's about his word. You know, he shows up on time. He's a loyal client. And like, you know, I might not like the music, but I like mixing that much to the point where I don't have to like the music. I just have like a zone that I get into. I tap out of like my ego. So it doesn't even matter if I like the shit. You know what I'm saying? I just like what I'm doing at that time so much that it's kind of like skateboarding. Like you don't really think about doing a kickflip.
I used to skateboard heavy.
Me too. I didn't bring my skateboard today.
Nah,
That's crazy.
I know you be OD with it.
You know what I'm saying? I be bringing the skateboard all the time.
When I lived in Puerto Rico, I used to have like a whole longboard and crew and shit like that. But right, so I'm gonna tell you something to answer that. Right, so it's just like when you like, I book a session with you. I got $150. You charge $75 an hour. I come to you Saturday.
Yeah.
Walk in the studio. Yo, I had a long ass week, bro. I've been working 9 to 11. Basically coming home at 1 a.m. I got 6 hours of sleep. Monday until Saturday. And then Sunday I gotta go back to work.
Mm-hmm.
You need people that's gonna care about that you only got 2 hours out of your week to do that. It's not about the creative process. It's about why we do it. You know what I mean? Like it's not, it don't really come down like, but that's something that you, like, I can't tell you morally how you should think. That's why I said it's different for everybody, because morally, some people will take money and be like, I don't give a fuck. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But that's why I say you can't pay nobody to care. So
I hear that part.
For someone like me that like, sometimes I say, unfortunately, I care too much, but because I care, like, if a nigga come to me with a record, I'ma tell you trash. But I'ma work with you and I'ma tell you
Coach you. That's what I would do too.
If you tell me, yo, bro, I'm just trying to do this shit for fun, I'ma still help you, but I ain't gonna take it too serious. If you say, yo, I'm really trying to do this, bet. I've had clients in the studio, and Jay can tell you can relate. I've had clients in the studio and we done stuck on a chorus for an hour and a half.
Real.
I don't give a fuck. But I promise you, when you leave with that chorus, you gonna feel like, nigga, I want to come back for another 3 days, nigga, and bust it out because you care, bro. Like, you genuinely sat there and was like, yo, bro, like, I know you're trash. And I know you know, but that's the thing, it's like you can go to a restaurant and it'd be amazing service, bro, but the food's trash. It's like, yo, bro, y'all are great, but I may try it again. This ain't gonna be a frequent thing. I ain't gonna try y'all the food every single week, but I might come back in the next 6 months and we can, you know what I'm saying? We can work.
To work with someone, I have to feel that. I have to have that, like, but you gotta be able to provide that, because certain people, like I said, they don't be outside. So for them to even come to a session and pay 2 hours of your time, I've had people in the session where all they say is what they rap and sit, pay, and out. Because it's uncomfortable for them to like. You just have to learn how to operate on their level sometimes.
And the biggest thing is if, when we talk about it, if we don't educate people on why you should charge $1,000 for a mix, or $5,000 for a mix, or $100 for a mix, or $5, whatever, you need to be able to educate the consumer for you to be able to put a new price, a new standard.
I can't count the amount of times I've had rappers come in and be like, yo, you think like this much is cool for the beat? And I'm like, bro, I give you the price. You know what I mean? It's 150 for the, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I agree.
But that's a situation. But that's a situation. If the person was educated from jump, they would have never even asked a question.
That's part of being the producer too. Is like, you have to be not a teacher, but like a coach in a way of like a vocal producer, tracking engineer, this and that. Like, you can hit this note a little better. This and that could be a little better. This word can be changed to kind of accentuate this feeling, whatever. Yeah.
So I think you guys both struck at the real core of the question, which is money now or money later, right? Because when you're talking about engineering jobs versus artistry or production, that's the question, right? Am I getting paid today, or am I gonna not spend my time that way so I can spend more time investing in my own projects to make off them later?
I know specifically a young engineer who was a rapper first, but he learned how to engineer because he was rapping. Like, that's because he didn't want to pay anybody else. And then it just consumed 100% of his time, where he essentially doesn't rap anymore. You know what I'm saying?
It's not, for me, it's not even about the money. It's more about compensation. Like, it's the fact that you're appreciating my time and energy, that I'm working on something for you, you know, a service or something. Like, I've done gigs for like music videos. Like, I've played guitar for someone who like just shot a music video for me, put their heart into it. I put my heart into their art. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I feel like sometimes it should go. But if it is that, I've taken money like way past the due date. You know what I mean? Like, like months after sometimes. So
but I think it goes down to, like, again, because like sometimes you have to draw that line of reality and make sure the bills get paid, because that's just unfortunately the world we live in.
People are only going to respect you as much as you respect yourself. So you have to be like, I am stern about it. Like, this is what is happening, but sometimes it's not always like $100, $500. It's like like, I do this for you, you do this for me, and like there is like dates for that shit for sure.
I think it could also be about like making sure that your vision is right, though, right? Because I think it's easy with engineering. It's fun, you know. It's a really cool job. When you're doing that shit, and even if you hate the music, at least you're still fucking recording and mixing. That's dope.
Add a couple delays and reverbs.
You're not sweeping floors. Like, it's awesome.
It.
You're not breaking your back. It's great. Right. So because of that, it can be easy to get a little lost. It's kind of like golden handcuffs. You know, we're like, this job's dope. I'm just gonna do this. Fuck my artistry. Right. And you got to be careful of that too. I think, because you can lose sight because of money now versus money later off your real passion.
Right.
Which I'm guessing for you guys is not ultimately your real passion.
See, I don't think I got here to where I'm at if I didn't believe in self-manifestation. You know what I mean? So like, I'm big on, like, if I want to make something happen, I gotta put my time into it.
Okay, but how does that apply to like engineering versus artistry?
Because I think like, and again, it comes down to the person that you are. Like, my artistry is something that I found a while back in a way that it provided a certain amount of peace, and I could translate certain things I can't translate how we speak, and I can translate it better through music.
Yeah.
Bases off like emotion and shit like that. When it
Right,
come
right.
down to engineering, it satisfies a part of me. Like, a part of my satisfaction in life is being able to make sure my people is taken care of. And that sometimes be a default. You know what I'm saying? So when you say like, how does it's, again, it goes back to, because you care. You know what I'm saying? Like, you generally. So for me,
You
it's
care about what? Making money to support your family, or
I care about
you care about that engineering.
It has to be a balance.
I care about making what I'm living a reality and not follow the stigma of this being a dream for a lot of people. And to do that, I think it's very hard for me to be able to do that. And like, I don't think I could just get it off of one career.
Yeah. You have to put your hands in multiple things.
I mean, just for me personally, like, I don't think I would be fulfilled to just be an artist. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think I'll always be behind the boards a little bit. I'll always be a little bit behind the production.
So when you envision like your dream sort of lifestyle, it's artistry and also engineering for people.
So to keep it 1,000, I'll give you like a breakdown, because it ain't no secret. I want to have a publishing company.
Why do you want to deal with that?
That's true, bro.
I think it's a very far stretched game sometimes, as it's perceived. But if you can accomplish it, you've accomplished trust. Because the publishing game, at least from my experience and being, again, with Oxburgers, me like hearing in conversations and hearing about like just certain things, like, it's crazy the shit you hear, but it's a trust thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a heavy trust thing. So I think there's it's just a personal goal for me.
Mm-hmm.
Aside from that, I want to have an empire. I want to be able to, have certain rooms available where I have seen, a senior engineer, where I have, tracking engineers, where I have, producers on deck, musicians, maybe I own shares in a touring company. Obviously, Live Nation is a very big one to say, but there's a lot of independent small ones that collaborate with Live Nation to make things happen. So like I said, bro, for me, it's like, if you could just put a header, it would be like, I want it all.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I mean? So
it's the path to get there.
Creative.
This is what, like, you got to be careful with that path, because to do all of those things on the path, I think it's too much.
Yeah, but what he's saying too is like, he sees the mountain he's got to climb. He's like, yo, fuck it, I'm up there.
Yeah, real. Sometimes it's got to be like that.
Yeah,
You can't teleport though. You know what I mean? Like,
nah, it's not teleported, but I think when it comes down to like the first thing I said, man, asking for help. A village isn't made with one person.
Right.
It
starts with just like, here, can you hold a camera for me? And just like,
but just to ask that, bro, it's a lot. Certain people.
J Rose, do it be hurting you to ask for help? Like, I know personally for me, like,
dead
before I ask for help, bro, I'd be
ass.
like, inside, it's like, oh,
dead ass, bro.
It feels like
it should be natural though.
But it's really an ego thing too. That like, again, I be trying to explain to people, like, we're human beings at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Like, niggas ain't perfect. And niggas gotta be honest and say, like, if you got an ego, or like, it's okay to have that. It's part of the life we live. Like, if shit was perfect, bro, we would just be all harmony, fine and dandy. But like, you need that conflict, bro.
Yeah, that's what's
like,
gonna balance it out.
You need the devil and the angel on both sides. Like, I even got tatted on my chest, yin and yang, like the two koi fish. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I just really believe in like You
Yeah.
crazy say you need both right and wrong because you need to be able to look at the wrong and be like, that's wrong.
Yeah, I was gonna
You know what I
say, there's a
mean?
quote
Like,
that
and certain
says,
people
if
will be on
every-
the wrong side and be like,
Yeah.
that's right.
If everything
You know what I'm
was
saying?
if
Like-
everything was flowers and ponies, we wouldn't be able to appreciate that shit because there's nothing to compare it towards. So like since we have like murder and the worst shit in the world, we're like, oh, okay, the grass and the mountains and this view and the sun, right? We that's what creates the gratefulness is the fucking struggles of going through the pain, embodying the solidification of it, and then being like, okay, now I can identify with something that's not this that I've already, encumbered my whole life.
Yep.
So I think I agree with that. Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, I think
we need the bad stuff.
I think
to
in the
have
end,
good
it's
stuff.
tough to put it together. Like
AKA fuck them.
definitely fuck them. But I think the question that I initially raised really comes down to that efficiency and like focusing on the right things, and I think just always trying to keep yourself in check like that.
Yeah.
And like beware
I think
of
it's
falling
important.
into
It can be
modes that are
confusing.
not going to take you to the top of the mountain.
And I think it's important that like we keep each other accountable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing. Like, and sometimes people mistake shit as competition or mistake shit as like trying to be the one or like this is what we're supposed to be doing. And it's like, nah. If I go on, when you go to the arcade and you play ball at the arcade machine, what's at the top screen?
He's good at that.
What's on the
stupid?
what's on the
Supposedly.
I'm nice. I'm ambidextrous. I can play with two hands. Actually, I go like that.
As heard on turntable teachers.
Yes,
Shout out to them.
Shout out
Yeah.
turntables.
I heard about that.
Sorry, what were you saying, J-Rose?
My bad.
But
Jalen.
what I think what it comes down to is like when you go to that game, bro, and you start shooting on the hoops, bro, like you put 100 shots up, you walk out, that bitch say new score 100. Dallas walk in and score 103, highest score, bro. That don't make him that he's the one of the best ones. It's just come to a point where we got to keep each other in check. Let me go up. Let me score 104. Make sure you can score 105 next time.
I was gonna say, okay,
next time
cool,
I score
cool,
106, make sure you can score 107.
Yeah,
It's never gonna just be one number and that's just it. Like it ain't gonna be 100 and nobody ever in eternity is ever gonna make 101. Like no,
Right, yeah.
somebody besides you gotta study you and be like, okay, this is what you do. Let me see how I can make it. And then it's how the world works.
That's how it's supposed to be. But
You know what I mean? So
Yeah, it would be great if it did work like that. But I can think of many
but
examples.
it do though, bro. Like in the real music game, bro, you have people sending. I'ma send this mix to somebody. Yeah, bro. Can you work on the low end? Because I love how you work on the low end. Yeah, but I'm gonna send it to that guy and he's gonna do the Atmos drum, and I'm gonna send it to this guy and he's gonna do the master for it. I'm gonna mix it. He's gonna master it. Like there's a community trust that's built at that level that a lot of people. I don't want to say just on the East Coast, but I would say worldwide. There's still that divide when it come down to the entertainment and music, bro. Like you see how much it takes for you to set up a live set or somebody performing on stage. Tell me anybody that in history that done it with one person.
Yeah, it's hard with one person. That's gonna take an hour at least.
Tell me
One
anybody
person.
that set it up.
What? Splitting the cables.
I'm talking about Rolling
In the mixer.
Loud. Like we talking about Rolling Loud. We talking about like a,
hours.
I ain't talking about like a little. I'm talking about a Rolling
Oh, yeah,
Loud. I'm talking about a whole stage light,
Niggas have
automation,
unions and fucking
behind the board, reverb, cutting,
100
gain,
employees for that.
all that. Like, bro, you're not doing that with one person.
Nah, bro, there's a whole industry behind that. Like, there's people that feed their families off setting up fucking stages and shit like that.
I think at the end of the day, bro, it comes down to, I think, like I said, being accountable. If we're accountable, there's no expectation that you're never gonna provide to the next peer. Let it be on production, let it be on engineering, let it be on whatever the case may be. It don't really matter what topic, because the entertainment game go crazy. You realize how much you do when you produce. You gotta make the beat. Think about the keys. While you're making the beat already, you're already getting a visual image. You're already feeling like if the room is dark, if it's bright, if it's color, like it's impossible for you to just be like, I'ma just produce. Like as much as you're always gonna say I'm gonna produce, there's always gonna be like a little sick on the other side. Like, yeah, but if you do a little bit of mix on that
Yeah.
on that lead vocal a little bit, you might just, you know what I'm saying?
That's
Like,
the thing is, I'm not saying I want to stop engineering my own shit.
Right.
Although that might be wise too, because then when I start to think about time, right, I'm much faster on other people's shit than my own. Other people's shit, I'm like, oh, it's done.
100%.
You like it? It's done.
bro, what?
My shit,
If I'm mixing
mix
a
40
client,
is the one that goes out.
Real.
bro, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. If I was to pull out my laptop right now and show y'all like how many bounces I have out for the songs I put up,
Yeah.
I literally got to a point where I was like, you're done.
Yeah.
This is the last mix.
Mix,
You're
you're
done. Like, that's it, bro. Like, you're not, I don't care what anybody says. Yeah, that's how I went out, bro.
Real.
Then it's You're Done 4 is the one you actually put out.
Final master 2
exactly
point.
that.
Yep.
Like, bro.
I know he's not lying because
But
I've
let
seen
it
his
be
laptop before.
let it
when
be
he
a
played new
client, though.
songs.
One master.
Draft one.
Give me 20,
One
like
master.
20.
Oh, you
You
like
know,
it? Straight.
Bet.
Straight.
And that's why maybe we should send our own shit out to other people.
Nah, absolutely.
A lot of people do
Absolutely.
that. A lot of people do that,
Jay
right?
the DJ, I'm sending you my records.
Jay, DJ, you got some new business, bro.
So
Yeah.
wait, hold on here, because I think the deeper question is why do we spend so much time on artists?
Perfectionism.
And because we care about it more, right?
Fear.
It's also an ego
So,
thing, yeah. Like you
yeah,
said,
it's
ego,
like,
fear.
oh, that one S. Oh, that one S, and bro, nobody's gonna, really notice that one, right? So I think the real thing we should start focusing is it's giving that much attentiveness to the clients. And if
I feel the other way.
do you think, no, because now it's reversed, right? Do you think that the people you send your music to are gonna care as much as you about your own music? No. Every time, no.
Right. But I think the proper amount to care is the amount that we care about other people's shit.
Time and energy.
Because those last changes don't matter that much.
Yeah.
We should spend the amount of time on our own shit that we do on
right,
other people's
and
shit.
that's the job as a producer, is like
yeah.
making the artist,
Yeah, I can agree to
To an extent,
There's a
right? You want
balance.
to.
I was about to say,
it's
there's a
real hard.
balance.
You got to put a little extra time and a little extra love on your own shit, right? Like,
Yeah, absolutely.
but
But I'm saying, like, if you somebody like care too much, bro, it can. And I'm a testament of it.
Gamma-litis.
Like, not even that, but like, if you care too much, you can get lost in somebody's career and somebody's health and shit. Getting lost in.
Sure.
Like, just, I think everybody here knows, just getting to a point. Like, I got certain people around me. I ain't going to obviously say, but I got certain people around me that I believe in their career more than they believe in it in themselves.
I hate
all the
that.
time, bro.
Definitely.
Like,
Yeah,
I feel like, let me manage you, or let me do,
real.
and bro, like, I got certain people around me. I'm like, bro, you one of the best, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But certain people would never think that. Certain people like, nigga, fuck are you talking about? I'm the best. Nigga.
Isn't it
I'm
always
the best.
like that, though?
Nigga.
The most cocky is the least talented, and the most talented is the less confident.
Not always.
Not always.
I feel like
I
the
don't
ones
think.
that-
I don't think that's
Not always, bro.
it's
The ones that put it together are the ones that really take off.
I'm a
It
musician,
is funny
so
when
a
they're
lot of
cocky
the
and they're bad, though.
Yeah.
It is funny.
in the band kind of culture, I see a lot of bassists, guitarists that rip, that are playing like, the triangle or whatever, like in bands that are like they should really be shining in. And like I've always saw that. I don't know, but it might not be in every genre. But I always see a lot of musicians that are nasty, that are just super underrated.
No,
Maybe they
I've
can't write good
seen
songs.
both. I've seen both. I've seen the quiet guy fucking rip, you know what I'm saying? And then, like, you'll even see it in sports. If you look at basketball, there's a guy who talks shit, but he's still going to put up 50. And then there's the humble guy who's quiet the whole time and does the same shit. You know what I'm saying? So I just think it's a personality thing, honestly.
Yeah, that's true.
But, yeah.
Do you guys master separately from your mixing? Like, do you mix,
Separate session?
bounce it, and then master?
No,
No.
I master everything on my mix bus channel, on the master
Okay,
channel.
Good. Yeah, me too. What about you? How do you do it again?
I'm
You
not
like to
gonna
bounce
lie
out?
to you. Like, I like to print it.
Yeah, I've heard
You
of
know
that.
why? I like to. I
CPU?
because I have
CPU's not
like,
a valid
it goes-
excuse. Get a better computer.
Really? Because that's what people tell
yeah,
me.
no, but I mean, I can understand both sides. Because,
I mean-
like, again, maybe you don't really, in reality, maybe you don't have 2,500 3 bands to bust out for a new computer, and you
True.
need it to be mobile, and you can't spend $600 on an
Print it.
M2 Mac Mini. 'cause
But
you
we're
need it to
talking
be
about
mobile, like, but-
methods here,
but-
and that's
but-
that's outside the
Right.
range.
Okay. So say you had a supercomputer.
For me,
Yeah.
I print. I like at my mix bus, it goes from my mix or glue, whatever you want to call it.
Trackouts, your
Yeah,
stems,
like everything meets at the mix bus or at a glue, whatever you want to call it, and then from there I'm printing it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm playing the whole track and it's recording. That way, when I play it back, I'm listening to a final. Like I just feel like if I have the availability sometimes to go, like everything got to be done in stages. Like you can't, like if you're cooking, I love to be in the kitchen, by the way. Shout out to my mama Dukes. But like if you're in the kitchen, you can't go back to the steak being raw cooked and then you want it to like like it's a certain
That's
like
a good
it's a
analogy.
you know what I'm
That is a
saying, like
good
it's
analogy,
a
but
it's a
the
nah,
fact
but it's
that
a,
we can do it,
but
it gives a
but Pete, at that point you're gonna be throwing away 3 steaks, 4 steaks because you want to go back to the beginning. You know what I'm saying? So but it's different for everybody. I've met people that are like, yo, I don't even go to the master. I just leave it at the mix. Like I don't even like on Pro Tools. Like I don't even create the master. I'll leave
slam
it.
a limiter, make sure it doesn't
You know what I'm
pass.
saying? But I
Zero
think
dB.
I'm big. Like when I mix, I'm big on color. I'm big on like color and texture. You know what I mean? Like for me, you would never get to. I've never been at a point of like 100% mix. Like I just don't believe in being 100% satisfied. Like you just get to a point where like you feel like it's the best unless, because there's always gonna be some shit to fix. Like you probably listen to industry records and you hear crazy S's, or one of the biggest things that you hear is
resonance. Oh yeah, Brett's.
It'll be OD, like it'd be a pet peeve of mine. You know what I'm saying?
Brett's are crazy.
But for certain people, like they just like, all right, whatever.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? But in terms of mix bus, and again, depending what it is, like I don't really care. But like on my mix bus, I like a lot of like the SSL Fusion bundle.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Like it just provides
with
like
the
I feel like
racks.
you can with the SSL shit, you can crank that bitch and like that shit don't even sound distorted. Like you can really get wild.
Why
crazy.
do you bother putting stuff on your mix bus if you're gonna bounce it out of the master? Why don't you just bounce it out?
Because it's phases. I
mastering?
I think everybody like obviously like you have books. Like when you go to school, there's certain yeah, I ain't even gonna lie to you. It's my Mama Dukes though.
Oh, answer it. Yeah.
Mama Dukes.
Hey, Mom, you're on the radio.
You're on an award-winning podcast right now.
I'm live on my podcast right now. You're actually live on camera right now.
Pressure's on.
I'm in Boston right now. It's OD traffic. No,
Mama Rose.
but I'm on live right now. I'll send you the link. You just got out of work. You just got out of work. Okay. All right. I love you. All right. I'll call you after. Yeah, man.
What a guy. He's got an answer for his mother, right?
Listen, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Take care. Like, not to deviate from the whole situation, but like, being in this industry, that's the one thing that like we sacrifice so much time on, and that's the one thing we can't get back, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
time.
and I said, like, if you care, like, I don't know if you call me like mid podcast, bro. And I'm not saying I don't care about you, but if we get to the point where like we talking every day, like you really one of the close homies and you call me, bro, I felt like it's important if you call me, bro. Like if you call me, bro, I don't give a fuck where I'm at, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? But for my mama, yeah. For my mama, hell yeah, bro. I don't give a fuck where I'm at. Like, that's my you only get one, bro. So take care of that while you got it. But yeah, back to the whole mix situation though.
You just need to control yourself from going back and tweaking.
Yeah.
That's why you like to print.
Not really that though, but it's because it's different. Because sometimes I don't print.
Yeah.
You know what it is? If I feel like I'm going back too much to the mix, I'll print it.
That's what I was gonna say. Because sometimes,
like sometimes I want and I'm sorry to overlap you, but sometimes I want the control to like maybe I want a little bit like more sizzle like in it. Like I ain't gonna lie to you, I like my shit to be a little on the sizzly
brighter.
side.
I like brightness too.
You know,
me too.
with this
me
project
too.
that's come out, I think I kept it more on the warm side because I was listening to like a lot of like recent mixes and I was just like, damn, like let me just try it out. Like try to adapt my ear when I listen to it. Maybe like I'm a type of person where I like to try mad different shit though. Mm-hmm. I'll try 30 different plugins on the mix bus and just sit down and just like, what's gonna happen?
Can I ask you, have you tried Curb's Equator?
I ain't gonna lie to you, I just tried it recently.
Bro, it's been helping me shape the tone of all
I ain't gonna lie
every
to you,
master. It is really
like,
helpful.
I fuck with Soothe, But it's just like, damn, I love y'all. I love
hold
y'all.
up. Curves Equator is the one is that their Soothe Killer? Is
Yeah,
it like it does dynamic
Wait,
EQ?
we
like
can't. You can't say that. You can't say that.
Well, are
So
there
it's-
equivalent
Because
whatever?
if Soothe looks at the podcast,
Right. No, hey,
and
we're
we
looking for
tag
sponsors.
Soothe, you know what I'm saying? We can't
Oak
be
Sound,
like,
please.
the Soothe Killer is crazy.
Well, hey, send me a fucking free license.
Hey, I'm gonna
and
be
we'll
honest. I'd
compare.
rather get sponsored by
Didn't you already
Waves than
pay for
Oak
it?
Sound.
I already.
It's too late.
Soothe
But
Reason's probably coming out
everything,
some point,
everything.
I didn't pay for it.
Like I was again back to Devon's on Devon's podcast, he was recently talking about like the subscription base and how a lot of companies are going subscription based.
Yeah, I can't.
You know what I mean?
I have
You got to think about
perpetuals.
what you really
Yeah.
gonna pay for. You gonna pay for?
Yeah,
You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
it's nice because you get access to a lot of shit.
You do.
Then you pay forever.
but I'm currently using the Curves Equator as this is crazy, but I sidechain my vocals into the guitar bus.
Mhm.
So I'm putting Curves Equator on the guitar bus. I'm
Yep.
sidechaining my vocals, activating the sidechain processing, and it's basically a multi-band compressor with unlimited nodes. So basically resonance suppression, but
Yeah.
it's also I get the opportunity,
Yeah.
chance to.
So you can do that
control
with Soothe too, right? And
Yeah.
then also Track Spacer.
track space.
But Track Spacer is not as granular, where you got like the small bands like Soothe or Equator.
right?
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So Track Spacer's
The
cool.
thing
though.
with Soothe is it lacks saturation, right? It doesn't have a saturation knob, does it?
No.
On Curves Equator, there's a saturation
That's
knob.
interesting. How does
where
it
you can-
saturate? Because it's removing
emulates,
shit, right?
It emulates pink noise, regular
What?
Curves Equator.
I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. For pink noise or any like background, like bro, X noise from Waves.
No, but he's talking about
please,
adding
yeah.
it.
Well, it's
Oh,
a
I'm
soft
sorry.
saturation
I'm sorry.
on Curves Equator that it's
I
you
was
can.
thinking completely vice versa.
No, you're good. You're good. It's a saturation emulator, right? And it kind of pink noise obviously tilts more to the bass side. Then it's white noise, and then there's one more. I just can't remember it. But
I ain't
yeah.
gonna lie to you. For me, if I was to pick anything, like, and it's crazy because I have it bought, but like I gotta go through the whole process. You ever have
Favorite plugin.
plugins that like you have that you own, but you gotta go through the whole process of like uninstall, then reinstall.
Oh,
then
never
log
use it
into
again.
the
You gotta
Never use
profile.
it again.
Yeah.
You
It's,
gotta
bro,
upgrade
for
your
me,
SSD.
that's for me that's RC20 right now.
Oh no.
And I'm just like, bro, like
We need to get him
dog,
2
I'm just like, yo, I
terabytes.
gotta go through the login. Then I forgot my password, so
Oh,
I gotta
I
find the
hate that.
password.
Yeah.
And then I'm logging. It's like the same thing with my knock plugin.
Yeah.
I had to email Plugin Boutique to get my knock plugin back. If y'all ain't hip to knock is that shit.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
the
saying?
Beat
That's-
Slammer
that's-
type vibe, right? Yeah.
That's from Decap, right?
Yeah.
that's that
Decap.
shit.
Decap, yeah.
But shout out to Decap. But
Mhm,
yeah,
it's about-
bro, like I had to literally reach out back to them, like, yo, bro, can y'all reset my shit? Because I don't know what's going on. And that took like 2 weeks for them to get back to me. So just imagine,
Oh,
like,
come on.
Yeah.
yeah, it's just one of those things where it's just like, you know what I did though recently? I've been doing this thing where I've been making tasks, and I say, if the task takes you less than 5 minutes, make it your first priority.
Yeah, because it utilizes most energy. So like, might
You
as
know
well
what I
get out
mean?
of the
Like,
way.
so I've been like,
That's dangerous though.
why do
You
you
can,
say that?
you
It
can
might
spend all
take you-
day doing that type of
it
shit.
might take you out of the creative shit.
and usually those things are least important.
Mm.
Yeah, you
You
think
know,
so?
I
It's a
mean,
balance.
it depends on
It's a
it's
balance.
case by case, right? But I think oftentimes that thing that's going to take a while is the big, most important thing that you should be doing. And then you can be like, I'm gonna check my email, I'm gonna get my license fixed, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna check all this bullshit off my list. Then I'm not gonna do that one big thing that's really gonna take me there.
Sidechain compression.
So that's what you just gotta be. You
Real.
gotta consider that when you're looking at that type of shit, right?
Real.
I'm,
You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna agree to not agree, but I'm with you.
I'm gonna agree
Cool.
to not agree.
Real. No, we need more of that. I like
Yeah.
that devil's advocate shit,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah, dude,
Like
I'm
that.
talking to ChatGPT too much, and he always agrees with me.
Yeah,
He's always
listen,
like, "Bro, that's such a fucking good idea."
You don't press the reason button. You gotta press the reason button.
When does AI be like, nigga, you shouldn't do that? That's a bad look. Don't do that.
I will say,
That's a
talking-
bad business idea.
it depends on how you prompt it, right? And especially with 03, right? Like, so 03 came out like a
Who
week and a
uses
half ago.
03, dude? We're on 4.2 right now. 4 point
So-
something, whatever.
So first of all,
Don't-
03 is
don't
newer
AI
than
shame him, dude.
03 is newer than 40.
03.
Yeah, I'll
So
be on
chill.
chat, but
Oh, okay.
y'all seem. I'll be on chat, but y'all seem heavily invested. Though. Like I'll be heavily invested, but y'all I've tried a couple times like the different apps that you can get through like ChatGPT and shit like that, but it's just like,
Yeah, it's not-
a lot.
So
Cause someone like me, bro, I'm a 10,000 hour type of nigga, bro. Like
Mhm.
I'm a nerd, bro. Like I'll sit down for a whole 24 hours, bro. My shorty be looking at me like, nigga,
Yeah.
are you gonna like, you gonna say hi? Like,
So the perfect analogy, J Rose, I know you're gonna feel me. We used this analogy last episode. I'm just gonna summarize it, but we use this analogy. I love having artists in the studio when I'm writing with them. You know what I'm saying? So I'm usually on the guitar, and I'll have to go to the MIDI and play like something that we can improvise off of, especially with other musicians in the room.
Yeah.
So we use this analogy. We said, what if we utilize AI as a tool to say, hey, AI, I just want like a blues like background music, boom, and then I improvise the melody, and then I write with the artist right there, and we use that to like kind of balance like, okay, is it abuse? Like, am I taking advantage of it, and I'm not putting the time to like create a 5-minute MIDI piano to like improv a top line over? You know what I mean? I thought it was.
It doesn't matter, dude. You know, like
Right. I think it's
just a
still
means to
being
an end.
creative. Yeah.
It's a means to an end. It's all about your taste.
Absolutely.
You know, wherever the part comes from.
Yeah, I'm big on like not like really giving a fuck how the creative process goes.
Right.
Like
As
it's
long
been
as-
like I got certain people that I've hopped in the studio and I start producing and I only get to the fucking loop and they just like load it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't even add drums.
It's
That's
like,
it
dog,
sometimes.
I ain't even get to the
Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
nah, bro. Just
Ready to
Sometimes
go.
it's the moment though. And as an engineer, you got to capture that moment. We talked about that with the, I forget his name. I think it was, I don't want to say the wrong name, but that one engineer episode we had.
Scott Taylor.
Scott
Yes,
Taylor. Yeah.
thank you.
He said that too. He was like, sometimes I record everything. Like even when they're just like,
Hell
you know,
yeah.
just play the beat. Like I don't want
Hell
to
yeah.
record. Just play it. I don't want to record.
nah,
I'm
but you
pressing
can't nah, but you
Yeah.
can't nah, but you can't tell certain people that you're recording though.
Right.
Because if you tell them, they
Exactly.
mental get into a certain spot that they feel like it's showtime already.
Mhm.
You know what I'm
And then
saying?
did you record that? Did I record? I got you, bro. I
Like
got
it
all
be to a
3
certain
takes.
point where I'll be playing it and like they be like real singing it real low or rapping it real low, and I be like, got it, gain that bitch.
Yeah,
like,
yep.
like 10 dB up in that bitch, and when it's mad low, consolidate that, and
Yep,
I got a whole,
yep.
and then
Yep.
I love like Melodon and all that. Like I'm big on
Pitch, like
Yeah, like, I don't-
vocal production.
yeah, like I want to make it make sense. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Melodyne to what extent though? Like, because if they're there with me and there's something I want to fix with Melodyne, and it's not a pitch issue,
It's a tone issue.
then I'll make them redo it.
Yeah, if it's a tone,
Pitch you can fix.
if it's a tone issue, I have them do it again.
Right.
But like a lot
Yeah,
of people
yeah.
struggle with placement.
Yeah.
You know, like because people struggle with a lot of breath control.
Mhm.
You know, a lot of artists struggle with breath control.
Yep.
Like you performing on stage and you recording in the studio, or you writing it is 3 different complete things.
Yep.
There's a lot
You know
of
what
people
I'm
that
saying? Like-
have trouble with
Articulating
cadence and
Yeah.
like really understanding
Yeah,
rhythm also.
yeah.
Right.
Like where like there's a lot of times
It's
like,
a real
people,
thing. It's a
they
real
have their
thing.
cadence and it's like they rap it like da 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 da.
But then you got
da.
that dumbass nigga that don't care and is like, yeah, this sounds great. Export.
Yeah. I
It's
mean,
like, why are you such a hoe ass
you can
nigga?
tell.
Like, why? Like, why would you? Like, all you gotta fucking do, you dumbass, is
Stay
nudge
on
it.
beat.
No, let him
nudge it
rock.
to- yo.
Bro, nudge that shit back like 6 if it needs to be nudged to the left or
Real.
nudge it to the right and help the homie out.
real.
But
real,
niggas just be like, yeah, that was
That's
that
part
good?
of it.
That sounded great. You're a lying piece of shit.
Real.
Yeah.
You're a lying piece. I hate. That's why I'm not a yes man engineer in the studio, bro. Like I can't sit here and be like, yeah, no, that was good. I'm like,
Yeah,
nah, that shit
yeah.
was horrible, dog.
Yeah,
Do that shit.
yeah.
But if I feel like you can't do it, I'ma help you place
Yeah.
it there. Like I've even got to the point where I've taken art, like I ain't gonna say any names, but I've taken some clients' music, I've rapped it or sung it myself and
Oh, yeah.
had them, you know what I'm saying? And it's something that happens all the time.
Rap the top line.
You know
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
for sure.
Like, but
for
just
sure.
because they struggle with articulation or like breath control, they don't really understand catching it like off beat or like this.
That's a
There's
great way
lot
of
of
coaching them though. Is like
Yeah,
rapping,
but
and then because then they can
then a lot of
catch the
people
cadence.
can't imitate it though. They can only do the way that they have it.
That's when the Melodon come in, baby.
Yeah, I mean, you could. There's ways of like kind of getting it out of somebody.
You would imagine.
too.
You would imagine. I just tell you. You would imagine what you can do in Melodon.
Yeah.
Melodyne's insane.
You would imagine. What
But
you
it's
can do
like
in
also
Melodon.
if you're fucking having to do that much surgery, it's like
Yeah, nah, for sure.
The source has to be good.
But when we was
Facts.
going back to the topic of you saying when you got somebody that's really trash,
Right.
and you're not, I'm keeping it at that.
Underdeveloped.
You know what I'm saying? Like under,
trash is also a proper term.
Listen, bro. Niggas gotta not be so emotional.
Real.
You know what I'm saying?
Real.
if again, bro, if you trash, bro, you trash, bro. It's not, you're not gonna be trash forever, bro. Like it's kind of like you saying the nigga that from day one was nice in the kitchen. I'm talking 11 years old, chefing and dumb crazy in the kitchen, versus the homie that's like 31 and he just got sturdy in the kitchen at 31. It maybe took him a couple of years, but it don't mean he was trash forever. It's just some people, you know what I'm saying? So for me on the Melodyne portion, if it's a trash person, I'm nudging it, I'm vocal pitching, I'm stretching it. It don't gotta sound perfect, but I'll send you home with that and you to memorize that and sing with it. By the time you come back to me, you gonna literally be saying it the same way that you hear it.
Right. That's a great
That's a good way to coach.
You know
That's
what I
a
mean?
good
Like,
way.
but that's just how, because I'm not a yes man engineer. Like as soon as you start singing,
Right.
you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I can already hear it. But then you have certain artists that don't want that shit at all.
Nah.
Right.
Yeah,
And that's why I say you have to be a certain type of person, quick critical thinkers,
Operate
you know what I'm
on
saying?
that level.
And be able to know like, okay, this is somebody that he don't like his shit to be fucking. Because certain people will get frustrated. They'll be like, oh, you know what? Yeah, bro, let's go to the next beat. You know what I'm saying? Like, and we're not here to.
If it's intentional, I feel like it even makes it more like there's more of a reason for me not to touch it. You know what I mean? Because I'm like, all right, bet like if I was mixing, what's that one artist that's like popping off right now, like Eno or whatever?
There's a lot. There's a lot of artists, bro. Right
like
now.
they just be like fucking around on the beat, off beat, mad stupid. If I was that engineer and I'd be like having a good time, bro. Like I'd be like laughing, like it's a joke. Like I get it, it's satire. You know what I'm saying? Like and it's if it was done on purpose, there was an intention and a vision. Compared to if like this guy
They're
like
fucking up.
there's way more potential there and he just is not grasping that, then I would coach him. But I think it's definitely
it's mistakes versus intentional.
right
fucking around.
Yeah. Like I've been working with I'm working with Mateo right now. He's like a performer.
Mateo.
Yeah. We just
you look like a performing ass nigga. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Bro, the way
I don't know if we got the camera on him, but make sure in the clip zoom in.
Get my culture in here.
We get
bro.
him. Make sure
He's
like on
kind
him.
of
We
looks like
get
he's related to
you
him
get.
a little bit. He looks like he's related to him.
Shout out to
And
Florida.
make sure y'all get a
That's my
cameo
brother,
of my
bro.
homie Jay the DJ too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah.
Yeah,
They
definitely
definitely
can, bro.
But yeah, I think when it even come down to that portion, bro, when it come down like to the mix, whole like psychology of it, bro, I think it changes every time. Yeah. Every time it's gonna change, bro.
It's like being a therapist. But for like, every patient is different with different problems and shit.
But let's just be clear. If you're trash, you're trash. And you have to be honest with yourself.
Yeah.
And again, it's not, I feel like people get offended sometimes by it because, like, I'll tell you, for example, right? My best homie is C4.
Mm-hmm.
That's my right hand man. And then I got my other homie Martian, and I got my other homie Jamil. Those are like my, and I got Ricardo. Like I got a couple, but like C4, I haven't gonna lie to you. We probably every day chopping it up type of shit. You know what I'm saying? So, C4 to me and my eyes is the #1 performer in Massachusetts.
He's nasty, yeah.
Like I don't
Can't
care
really argue that.
what I don't care what anybody says. Like that nigga is one of the best because like he really bleed this shit.
Mhm.
Like when he's hopping on stage, he's I ain't trying to speak on niggas' business, but like niggas is really living this shit real life, making it from the mud, bro, from nothing. You know what I'm saying? So like when we talk like a lot of people, perception is a very big thing. A lot of people will look at me and be like, yeah, bro, you probably a crazy performer, bro, because C4 is, you know what I mean? I think like perception is a very big thing. We have to be able to adjust even in the studio session and environment when we're working with certain artists, like the perception of you walking in and feeling like we have to be able to educate our consumers to what reality is. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're gonna record a song, educate the person. ASCAP, BMI,
It's a different adaptation,
roll out.
man.
Like it has to make sense. Even if the homie ain't talented, you gotta give the homie some type of direction to wake up next day and be like, all right, yeah, bro. Before I even get to roll out, I gotta focus on this. But
I only feel that responsibility if they're like good enough to worry about that. They
Nah,
should
for
be
sure.
worrying about that type of shit.
But you know
You
what
know?
I want to do, bro? Like
Yeah.
that's what I'm trying to change, bro.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, we have the certain standard of like, because I'm big on standard. You know this, bro.
Of course.
I'm big on
Mr. Standard.
like, bro. Whatever, bro. Like, I'm big on it. Like, if you not up to par, you know what I'm saying? You got certain niggas out here talking about shit ain't up to standard and par, but you know what I'm saying? Like, listen, the reality is like that standard, that you know what I'm saying? That, you know what I'm saying? Listen,
Jay, you up to par? You up to standard, Jay?
you
Over your studio,
up to par, bro? You know what I'm saying? I think Jay the DH up to par.
Jalen Brown say you up to par. Kodak say you up to par. Jay?
I think Kodak said you up to par.
I think, yeah.
I
heard Kodak
but listen,
say that.
the point is in the studio environment, bro. It's important that we like. It's important that we educate the person on, and I keep pressing on education, because with education comes understanding. You know what I mean? Like, if the person can understand, like, yo, I'm not really up to par as an artist, bro, but I got people around me that can guide me into the right place. Let it be 5 years from now, let it be 4 years from now. Because tell me how many artists we have out now that are fire that was trash when they started, bro. It's a lot. Yeah. And that really goes back to the engineer. What caring about the creativity and making it happen. Like, I'm one of the niggas that'll vouch for the engineers, bro. Like, a lot of you niggas is trash.
We talk about this on
a lot of you. I'm gonna say a lot of you niggas is trash. If you didn't have a nice engineer, you niggas is trash. You know what I'm saying? And I don't mean it like that. I'm just saying you niggas don't care enough to realize you doing trash shit. Mm-hmm. Like, it's not even, and that's it's what we allow. Like, so when we go back to like, oh yeah, like I take the money for whatever, it's like, yeah, I'm gonna take the money, but I'm gonna tell you you're trash. And if you don't want to come back to me, I'm the one nigga in your life that told you the reality. And you gonna snap to it over time. But like, all that not being honest and not being transparent with the consumer, let it be your audience as an engineer, or your audience as a producer, your audience, whatever, like, you have to be able to be transparent in a way where the person doesn't feel like it's offensive, bro. Mm-hmm. And if it's offensive, you have to be able to move past it. You got to be a critical thinker. You see how earlier you caught that shit mad quick and you flipped it. He was like, bro,
most people, there's a saying in I think it was either Alan Watts or Aldous Huxley, but he said most people.
Lie to you, I don't know who the fuck.
They're just massive philosophers, bro. Anyways,
you like philosophy?
I love critical thinking, philosophy, of course, Hermeticism, absolutely. Yeah, we had a whole episode about this.
I'm a critical thinker, but I don't think I'm at your level yet, bro.
No, there's no levels. There's just
you're at a level. Say it again. What's the name?
Acid.
You had an A1 in class, didn't you? I feel like you. I feel like no. Listen, I have a question though. I really feel like you was one of the ones that everybody just fucking hated because you passed the class every time.
Did they cheat off your paper?
Definitely most hated, but not for that reason. I was just a nuisance, bro. But no, all right. What I wanted to say
is you smart like that? Was you an A B type student? Damn, let me stop.
So I actually dropped out of school, but not for the reason you think. I actually got.
I ain't judging, brother.
Yeah. I would have finished school. I really like school.
Yeah.
If the question you're asking is,
I'm a 21 question ask nigga. So when did you drop out?
For freshman year, damn, 17 years old. 17. So I've been out of school 17? For 10. Yeah, 17.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I think you learned your most critical shit at like
I did stay
8th grade. Ninth, like it's like as soon as you go into like the other shit, like once you reach like your senior level, I feel like you start to get shit. But I don't think you're really missing nothing, bro. We live in a world where, you know what I'm saying?
Same. Yeah, no, I just wanted to also clarify that like I'm not on a different level than anybody. There's also just time. Like maybe you will experience like certain type of critical, like you said, on a different plateau, whatever time it hits you, whatever
plateau,
time.
He's definitely a philosopher. For sure. That nigga definitely a philosopher.
Earlier.
Where are you going with this?
My quote was that most of
the time.
You
see how he said quote too? He got crazy. He said plateau quote. It's getting crazy with the philosophy. I'm gonna chill out.
This is a deep conversation. I get passionate about it.
Go ahead. I'm with you.
But they say that the most critical thinkers are the ones that are like thrown in the back, like shamed the most, like this and that. So like that's why I forget it. We taught so much that I forget exactly what I was like adding on, but it was what you said. And then it was
You said something about a motherfucker named Huxtable.
I was about to get crazy like into the politics right now. Like I'm about to say some crazy shit. Like,
Let's say it.
How you gonna say that and then not say the crazy shit?
No, because I don't want to get. I don't want to.
Okay, let's not get.
I mean, are you gonna say
Yeah.
something crazier than what Kanye said
It's
the
a
other day?
it's a
Oh my
song.
God.
Right? Is that?
Oh
is
my
it like
God,
Kanye?
hold up.
No, hold on. Put it up. Put it up.
Cug of the week.
No. Okay.
Cug of the week.
Okay.
Kanye
We're gonna
West.
bring it up.
You have to.
Easily getting
Yeah.
canceled
Oh, yeah.
today, but that's okay.
We
No.
got it ready.
Zoom in.
We got it ready.
Nah, listen, we gotta chill because
No, I
like
gotta read it.
I know a lot of homies that have worked with Kanye.
That's fine,
Yeah.
bro.
Well,
But he still said
That's
this.
crazy.
Doesn't
But
make
I
them
ain't gonna
bad
lie to
people.
you, it's
This is the
kind
nigga who
of.
made Stronger.
Let's,
he made fucking.
Let's narrate it for the
Damn.
people. For
All that
those who
shit.
haven't seen it yet, this song is called Cousins. About
Oh
my
wait,
cousin
he really posted it.
that's locked in
bro.
jail
Oh,
That's
for
his account.
life.
Damn, you really.
That's his account.
For his cousin, my cousin for locked in jail for life for killing a pregnant lady a few years after I told
Yo,
him
bro, is that
we
14?
wouldn't, quote,
bro.
look at dirty magazines together anymore. Perhaps in my
Yes.
self-centered mess, I felt it was my fault that I showed him those dirty magazines when he was 6 and we acted out what we saw. My dad had Playboy magazines, but the magazines I found in the top of my mom's
I
closet
didn't hear that part.
were different. My name is Ye, and I sucked my cousin's dick till I was 14.
Wow.
Hey, bro,
This is historical.
chill out.
This is historical.
Hey, bro,
Nah, listen.
don't tweet that.
Listen.
Hey, how
listen,
about don't tweet that?
Yeah.
Listen,
Hey,
nah.
how about this? Hey, how about
listen.
everybody was
Shout out
good
to my
without that?
dog
Song
Jay the
about it.
DJ. That's nasty work.
No, we're literally. This is Ye's world. We're just living in
He
it.
changed
I'm
his
pretty
album name to
convinced.
Tuck.
I'm pretty
No, that's
convinced.
nasty work. I ain't even gonna lie to you. That's crazy. Yay, nah.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you. That gotta be the most.
Yo,
Wild, yeah, that's the wildest thing I've seen. This is worse than not worse, but this is more wild than the KKK, the black shit that we.
bro, that should have made me cry.
The
Nah,
academics.
nah, listen.
The
Nah,
academics.
listen.
This has got to be the end,
Nah,
right? Like
listen.
this is
No,
as
no.
low as it. This,
No,
this
no,
is the. This
it's
is
not.
where it's all
not.
coming
Are
from,
you
right?
challenging him right now? Are you challenging him right now?
This is tough.
Yo, we're about to interview Ye, guys. It's about to be lit. Yo,
Nah,
would we do it?
bottom.
nah.
Would we do it? I would do
I
it.
think
Yeah,
I'm
let's- I
not
would
gonna lie to
easily
you.
do
Like
it.
I think if
Easy.
somebody was to interview Ye, bro,
I can't
it would
wait.
be like a bunch of like the whole interview would be like you would ask me a question and be like, yeah, bro. So like out of everything you do for like mixing, like what do you use to record? And I just be like,
I don't think I would
I
ask
As
see,
in
like,
the straightest shit.
Kanye just respond with
Bro,
what you
what?
think I record,
Yeah.
not that shit that they using.
Yeah, bro.
And not that shit that they using.
What you
It's
using?
gonna be the shit that I'm using.
My shit not even out yet.
I'm gonna record
shit
the
from the
same
future.
shit with that Kim got fucked with Ray J on. That's what I record my shit with. That he'll say some
Yo,
shit like that.
stop. Yo, you know what I realized is
Shout out to you.
It's a good mic. I think they use a Telefunken for that one.
Shout out to you.
Yo, listen,
Shout
know,
out to you.
let me tell you, you know, a lot of the people that control the YouTube shit are based in India. Like,
Control
you know,
what?
like when
What do
your
you
shit
mean?
gets
YouTube
flagged, like when your shit gets flagged, or like, you know, when you try to put an ad on a video and it says like gruesome content or some
Sure.
shit like that.
Bro, all the third
Bro,
party
all that
agent
shit comes.
centers,
These are people
yeah.
in India,
Yeah.
like that. Like a lot of that shit comes from an
If I was a
Indian
billion-dollar
base.
company, I would not hire. I would.
And you know that
look
shit
for the
don't really
people that
rock.
get paid.
That shit really don't rock in India. With like, even when you go to Dubai, you can't. I can't even. You know what I'm saying? I can't even. You know what I'm saying?
Say
Dubai's
certain
different than
shit.
India,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
yeah.
certain
Yeah.
shit, yeah.
No, they don't fuck around.
Yeah,
they
nah,
don't.
like you
Dubai,
fuck
Saudi
around and try
Arabia
to
shit.
grab your shorty. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shorty titty is shorty. You know what I'm saying? You shorty booty, and they gonna fuck around and lock you up 15
no
automatic,
public displays
nigga.
of
No
affection.
bullshit. Yeah, like
Can't.
you know people out here. You know what I'm saying? They don't give a fuck.
Yeah, we don't give a fuck here. People just gotta stop going. Yeah, people have been getting arrested and shit in Dubai. You seen that? No, yo, have you seen that chick who got like catfished? No, she was catfishing a motherfucker from Dubai. She showed up over there, and then he was like, "I ain't with this." And then she's like, "Well, I ain't leaving until you give me $30,000." Have you seen that shit?
Nah,
bro.
but she was gross
Yes.
and posing as somebody else.
Yes, bro. And then she was like, she put on the fucking garb and everything. She was getting interviewed by all the
What?
news, and she ended up eventually getting arrested because she was talking crazy on the news. So,
Good.
like, yeah,
Fuck
saying
catfish
profanity.
bullshit.
What?
I ain't
Yeah.
gonna lie to you. This
She got like
bro,
7
the
years. that
world.
bitch.
Listen, bro, the world we getting into is a little crazy right now. I'm
yeah.
not
Honestly,
gonna
she deserved
lie
to
to
get
you,
arrested.
bro.
I'm
It's a
excited.
lot of crazy shit going on.
It's-
But I ain't trying to get into too many politics because you know they
This
gonna
ain't
cancel
no,
niggas.
yeah, this ain't no politics. It was just
This motherfucker
hilarious.
ain't
She
Katy
was-
Perry did not go to space. They did not
Oh
go
my
to space.
Bro, what are you
Why
talking
would
about?
they even go to space?
Have
What
you
is
seen
the
that?
point
Yes, she
of
did
that
go to
shit?
space, bro.
Well, it's they
Oh my
can
God,
do
that's
that
her.
now.
That's her.
Oh, this is the
No,
fucking
that
chick.
Why she look like? Oh my, I'm
yeah,
sorry.
that's her.
shit.
Yo, find the video of her.
Hey,
Yo, that shit
hey,
is so
nice
funny.
eyebrows.
No way.
She's like, I need $1 million for water
Is
or
that the
something?
girl that went to the?
She went to Dubai, bro.
Yo, have y'all been to the Aki
I'm
spot in New
asking
York?
the government
Yo, hold on.
for $100K
Oh
in
my
my
God.
pockets
Oh.
so I could do real estate. My husband will own it in Karachi. We
Yeah.
will not live here, but we will get this job done right away.
Get the fuck
asking
outta
for
here.
$20K right away in my pockets at the end of this week.
An American woman's
Wait,
journey
hold
to
on, we gotta
Pakistan
watch.
for love took an unexpected turn, capturing the internet's attention and turning her into an unlikely viral
Is that her
star.
man right
No,
there?
no.
Anita Andrew
That's just
Robertson
motherfuckers trying to help
What's
her.
with the eyebrows,
Yo,
bro?
hold on. Yo,
flew to Karachi in
Nah, she
October
trying to let her live. She trying to rock. You know what I'm saying?
No, you could do a
You know
better
that's a
job
very
than
that's a
that.
very that's a very
19-year-old.
popular thing though,
Hold
bro.
The marriage, her plans and finances.
Nah, that shit's trash,
quickly
bro.
unraveled.
We gotta call out trash
Bro,
when we
I
see
think
it.
this- bro, I think this
Ms.
shorty
Robinson
went over to,
reportedly camped outside her would-be
I ain't even gonna
husband's
lie to you,
home,
bro. I
unwilling
think
to
I
leave
think
This
this
is
shorty
Pakistan.
went over
As
ridiculous.
to.
weeks turned into months, her unusual predicament
Yo.
gained local and international
camping
media
outside-
attention.
Yo, bro, she went to the
While stranded,
Aki way.
She held multiple
Yeah, she did.
conferences.
And he said something.
Nah, she really went to the Aki way. I
Yo,
seen
bro,
it on the
this
Aki Way's
shit-
page.
this
Shout out to the Aki Way. We
Yeah.
really gotta like if we ever go into New York and
New
do this
York.
shit,
Yo, I
bro.
think-
We gotta have like we gotta try to interview
Yeah,
the
bro,
Aki.
yeah.
my goal is to get her to hook up with Aaron the plumber. Look up Aaron the plumber.
You're
Oh,
crazy.
fuck.
You
Aaron
need
the
psychological help.
This shit
bro.
is fucking. I do.
Who's Aaron the plumber?
Yo, you got it. This guy, he was on One Pop the Balloon, and he just be fighting niggas now. There's a whole video of him always get.
Yo,
He's,
why would you? I'm trying to. I don't
Yeah.
know where your head's at, but I'm concerned.
bro, because these people are fucking hilarious, bro.
I'm highly concerned,
Yo.
bro.
Aaron
me
the
too.
crash out?
Yo, he be crashing out on every show now. Every video is him fighting somebody.
Yeah, you look like you got pretty fucked up right
No, he
now.
did get fucked up. Yo, he fought a whole
You see, I
trans
don't
woman.
see. You see,
What's
I
that
don't,
for term?
what?
Yeah, there's a video of him fighting a trans woman, and
Oh,
that
no.
that
Rick
trans
Duff
woman
getting
got
canceled tonight, y'all.
she became a man real quick during that fight. I'm just gonna say, like, yo, like,
She broke her dude
Aaron
out.
was getting folded, bro, by the fucking
Oh my
Aaron the
god.
plumber, and he's oh, right
Is this
there.
it?
What's
Yep.
up, sir? Who you talking to?
Hey, Queen.
Talking about some queen.
You gonna be yourself
You know what I'm
today?
saying? What? What
You gonna
mean?
be yourself
myself?
Yo.
Yeah.
Like,
Hey man,
be
you better
yourself.
watch how you talking to me,
What?
man. For real.
What's the
I heard what you mean,
hostility?
Oh, Aaron's not feeling
a
it.
man, right?
a trans.
Aaron, you keep calling me a man. You gotta bring the man out.
Nah.
You care about that when you're trying to
Crazy.
get
You trying to
Y'all
get
gotta chill with it.
Yo, hold on.
Yo.
Yo,
Oh.
what happened? Yo,
They
Oh,
didn't
that's a
finish
that's
the
a
video.
fucking teaser
No,
clip.
Yeah, no, there's a whole ass
Holy
video.
shit.
That shit was crazy.
I ain't gonna
He
lie, I
swooped for
missed it,
real.
but it's alright.
No, you should
Yo,
have saw
yeah.
that.
This is some brain rot shit. It's some
Yeah,
brain
it
rot
really
shit.
is, man.
It's really, we're just rotting our brain at this point.
But oh no, stop.
Listen, we talked
stop.
enough about
no,
mixed busters. I
stop.
wanted to see some
everybody.
shit.
No,
Yeah.
everybody, stop. Why did you take it there?
What? Yo,
Why did you
we're
take
talking about
it?
Dubai and the laws, and then it became
And that's what you-
about
that's what-
homegirl, and
you
then
go,
that,
right?
and she
That's-
reminded me of
And
him.
that's what came to your head?
Of course, yo, my brain. Made
Why
that
you gotta
connection.
say of course? Like if that's a
Yes.
mandatory. Yo, bro, what is going on? I need a.
No.
Can I say I need a blunt?
This is
Yeah.
the shit.
Yeah, we're almost there. We're
Look,
almost there.
This is
Okay.
the shit. This is the shit, bro, that we need to be questioning. And this is the
Why?
shit that they be
Who gives a
distracting us from, bro. None
Who's
of
that?
that Aaron the plumber shit, bro. Why did this happen, bro?
Aaron the plumber's
and
the
that's
most important
that-
figure of
you know,
Rich people.
time, dude.
Rich people.
bro.
No, but why does it matter if they win or not? Who gives a fuck?
That's the distraction. Is something else that this.
I
this
think
is,
the conspiracy is a distraction because I don't give a fuck about that.
Mm.
I think it was real. I think they really went up,
Why not?
but it was
They
just a
went for like
remote
11
flight.
minutes, right?
What
So
was
they
what was
reached the
fake about it is how they're
stratosphere.
like, oh, female astronauts, all female space flight. It wasn't that. Like, it
What about
wasn't-
the door? The door opening. It's supposed to be. Listen,
door
listen, guys.
Mm.
Everything about this was fake. Everything
I ain't gonna lie to you.
about it
I
was
ain't gonna
fake.
lie to you. Listen, this is how I feel about this, bro. And I'm gonna keep it 1,000 because again, I come from a religious background. Niggas gotta stop fucking with all that space shit.
Yeah, real.
Like,
real.
like niggas gonna keep fucking around and send like 30 niggas up to space, talk about we gonna remake Mars and never come back.
Yeah,
and
no
these
bullshit.
niggas just gonna be like, oh yeah, well we lost 30 niggas just on a
That's the
venture. Like,
point.
are you
Abandoned-
crazy?
No, they're not
Abandon them
coming
in
back. That's the whole
space.
point, dude.
Yeah, not real.
In reality,
That's the
they,
whole
just, they just
point.
went to DR.
They're trying
got on the
to-
way.
But you doing too much though.
They're trying to geographically
We have to.
rebuild Mars so that it's habitable.
No,
Yeah.
We have to.
No,
No.
Yeah, it's
bro.
crazy.
Listen to me. Do you know how much chaos we still dealing with with
I'm with
Earth?
you. I'm with you. I don't like it. I don't like
listen,
it.
We don't know how much.
Okay.
We don't know nothing
That
about
bitch-
the water.
That bitch,
Exactly.
That bitch been up since before 1500. Nigga.
Exactly, bro. Here's why.
BC, nigga. What
Listen.
I think they're using
You
space.
talking about you got some niggas over at NASA got it
they're
all
doing-
figured out.
here's-
Shut the
listen,
fuck
You know
up.
what
listen.
NASA used to be?
You
A
ain't got
submarine
shit
company.
figured out. You think you got it figured out?
Here's why we gotta go.
Easy, bro.
Because right now,
No, Dallas
right
don't
now,
do
listen,
that bullshit.
listen.
He said this is why we have to go.
Right now, we have a window where we might be able to make it there. In 50 years, who knows if nuclear war is gonna happen or something like that, and fuck
Yo,
humanity
how old
up.
am I? 20? Yo, 50 times 27?
Times?
87.
Well, I mean plus, I'm sorry.
That's 1,050.
Uh,
Because 50 times 25 is
it's
1,000.
Was
like
that?
10,000. Or
Oh,
no, yeah,
77. Right?
135?
Oh, you said addition?
Yeah, like 27 plus.
Plus 80, 77.
I hope I make it to 77, bro. But like,
50 years from now.
It's
Yo,
not about
gang.
you. It's about humanity. How do we guarantee the survival of our species?
yo, bro, do you really? I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Like, and maybe I might get canceled for this, bro. But do you really care about that shit, dog?
To an extent, I mostly care about the survival of my bloodline.
Yes.
To be honest with you,
Yes.
Kind of extreme, buddy.
that's the way it is.
Yes.
dude.
No.
It's true, though.
No. I can agree with that. But in terms of like, I don't know, like, stop fucking with this space shit.
Yeah.
That's our whole
I
shit,
agree-
dude.
I
Is
agree with that.
expanding
I
out
agree
into
with
the
that.
universe.
No, but see, we haven't even expanded onto our own universe, bro, which is Earth, bro. We don't know, like,
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. I got
80%
a question
of
for
the
y'all, right?
water.
I got a real question for y'all. And I want everybody's opinion right now. Everybody in this motherfucking room. If you can you pull up on here? Can you pull up like the biggest part of the ocean in the world that we
Mariana
have?
Trench. The
Like
Mariana Trench.
what's the biggest
The
like what's
deepest
the
part or the
what's the
largest?
biggest?
Deepest
I mean,
or
like the
widest?
most, like when you look at the map, like what's the biggest?
Yeah,
Should be
the
Pacific
Pacific
or
Ocean.
Atlantic, right? Part
Like-
I
Pacific.
think it's the Pacific.
largest body of water, right?
Yeah, Pacific,
Pacific.
Ocean.
Pacific
All right,
Ocean.
pull up the images. Pull up the images real quick, brother. Pull up the images real quick, right? So you see, like,
Is there like an Earth
mm,
map?
Like a zoomed out-
Maybe that look kind of small, brother.
He's getting it. Vinny's on it.
Yeah, you're on it. You're almost there, brother.
Okay, we got some nice
Yo,
beach pics.
Can you do a globe?
Okay, we got
Yeah,
LA
type in
Pacific
globe.
Ocean here. You gotta get rid of
Global
LA.
imaging of Pacific
Global
Ocean.
image.
Get rid of the LA.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
That's
There we go.
perfect.
There we go. Yeah, that's crazy. It's like a whole fucking side of
Okay.
the planet.
Hold up. Stop.
That's the biggest.
Okay, listen. Phew. Listen. Right? What you're telling me is you don't listen to me. What you're telling me is you don't think are the people seeing this?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, listen.
Yeah,
So you telling me you don't think there's something like, and then you guys would imagine how, like, if there's a boat, like let's say just a cruise ship.
Mm.
Compared to the cruise ship, you don't think there's
Shout out Royal
something.
Caribbean.
You don't think there's something that can just come up out of nowhere and just be like,
real.
It hasn't happened yet, so no, I don't think so.
Well, we don't know if it happened because even if it did
don't
happen,
know.
there wouldn't be any documentation of it.
y'all can't be that crazy. Like, I ain't trying to call y'all slow, but do you see how, yo, bro, go back,
Big
yo,
that
yo,
bitch-
yo, yo,
that's
bro.
half
Yo,
the
bro,
You're
go-
just
yo,
making
yo, bro,
shit
go-
up.
Yo, bro, go back to the.
What about
You
the
see,
Bermuda
he's
Triangle?
on it. He's on it. He's on it. He's on it. He know what I'm talking about.
Bermuda
listen,
Triangle, the Loch
You think there's
Ness,
some
yeah,
shit
that's
that can't come up crazy and just wild out crazy? I'm talking dumb stupid. Like, you in a cruise ship, I'm talking, I don't
No,
know, hand
dude.
it
We
from
gotta-
the back.
there's
with your
no
shoulder,
evidence of
nigga.
that.
We gotta have
All of a
it.
sudden,
We
nigga,
There's
We
no
gotta
evidence.
take
yeah,
shrooms
nigga, you're
or-
done, nigga. 2.5
Yeah.
seconds.
There's no
you're done.
evidence. There's no
meditate.
You're
evidence of that.
done, bro.
Yeah.
You're done.
Of
You're
what? You're talking
dying.
about some Jurassic Park shit, dude. There's never
Bro,
been
look
evidence
how
of
big that shit is, bro.
There's been evidence of
Bro,
images.
look how big the Pacific Ocean is, dog. You won't tell me there's nothing in there that can just come up out of nowhere, bro. You know when they went down to Titanic, you know how they said that like there's another level that you go under that they think it was like they thought it was plain, like it was the floor. Nigga, it wasn't.
You said that.
There's a basement.
Like what?
There was
they
another
said
floor,
if you just
nigga.
pierce
Real.
through the floor, you go into another.
There's another floor.
Real.
Yo, bro, what are you talking about? Nah, I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't think I could do another cruise. When I was younger, I did a cruise. I don't think because I'm gonna just be paranoid. Like, Ian, I don't think you could bring smoke on the cruise ship, right?
No,
Yeah,
that's tough.
right.
That's tough.
That's
Yeah.
tough,
That's
bro. So
tough.
yo, I'm gonna just be paranoid because or I gotta be dumb fucked up. Like to the point where like I don't even know what's going. It gotta be
Gotta
to the
get
point
that
where I'm
drink pass, bro.
yakking over the thing, and I'm so comfortable. I'm just like, wow, these waves are crazy. Like, I'm just talking about. I gotta be that drunk. Cause bro, you gonna tell me y'all really don't think there's something out there that could just one snap?
I
just-
do.
Like
I'm
a
not saying
Kraken
that.
type
No,
shit?
I definitely.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I definitely do.
What
That's
are you
not with
talking about?
Why
Yeah.
hasn't it ever done it then?
Yeah.
Yo, bro,
You don't
you
know
talking
that.
about
Dude, yeah.
nigga? You talking about 50 years
just-
and
50?
1,000? You don't think this is gonna happen? You
Dallas
We've
is
been on the oceans for
Dallas
hundreds of years,
is
dude.
obviously
and they
clip
still ain't
farming right
discovered
now.
nothing.
There's no way
Nobody's
he
ever been
believes that.
eaten by a giant Godzilla.
How do you know that? It hasn't been documented.
What about all those Japanese people, dude?
You
That's
on the
what I'm
right?
saying,
you on the?
bro.
You on the? You?
If
He's
so-
on the right path.
Dude, if you got ate by
He's
a
on
shark,
the right path.
listen to me, Dallas.
He know what
if you
you're
got
talking
ate
about.
by a shark, who the fuck is gonna know you
Nigga,
got ate
the
by a shark?
Michael- nigga,
That's
the
true.
Michael-
Tell somebody
That's
you
real
got
cool.
ate by a
You
shark.
died. You died. You died. You died.
Thank you.
You died.
Thank
I'd be
you.
at the
died.
beach and they would see me
died.
get eaten by the shark and be like, yo,
Dallas,
he's getting
you
eaten.
died,
You're too white
bro.
to get by a
Bro,
shark, bro.
You dead. You
you're not even
died,
saying
bro.
right now, bro.
Bro,
You're
you know
gonna
how
tell
they
me-
said about the Megalodon?
The
Megalodon
Megalodon, I know about
shit?
that.
That
Yeah.
thing
It's
is
a
gonna
real
take
thing.
out
Bro,
one
how
ship.
long was the
Look up
Megalodon
Megalodon.
a myth?
Look up Megalodon.
I actually don't know, but
I don't
definitely
know. I
want
don't
to
know. I don't know that.
Exactly my
But I don't
fucking
think
point.
that proves your
I'll say
point
it
in
out
any
loud.
way.
It was
The
a real
fuck?
thing, dog.
200 and
Look at
Megalodon is
that
not
shit.
eating a cruise
Oh.
ship.
You don't know
But,
that?
bro, that nigga don't need to eat the cruise ship. That nigga
How
needs
big?
to take a
How
bite.
big right there? Size? How big is
Just
it?
a bite, and he gonna have fun with it.
Right
he
there,
gonna
right there,
bite
that's
it.
how big is it? Yup.
The ship go down, and when the ship go down, and it's like Titanic in that bitch, that nigga just gonna chop everybody. That just
20 feet
Yeah,
long is not even that
bro.
big, bro. I think there's bigger fish than the megalodon. Like,
do
way
you
bigger
understand
shit.
what I'm saying,
Way.
bro? An octopus.
Way.
You know, an octopus can eat like an octopus.
octopus is scary,
They
dog.
can eat through
Octopus
anything,
is
bro.
scary.
Huge, too.
They're
Okay,
mad
that's
smart.
different than swallowing a
Octopus
fucking
is mad
boat.
smart, bro.
100%.
He can eat the whole boat.
No, he can't.
He can eat the boat,
Dude,
man.
the octopus can't eat a whole boat.
Yo, bro, do you have ChatGPT on here? I want you to ask right now. Can
Kraken.
an octopus? No, you can type it on this.
Type in the Kraken.
Can an octopus
Eat a boat?
eat an entire boat?
No.
There's a-
Please,
so-
please type that in.
No, you do not know the
Please
answer.
type that in.
Google does.
You're not Google, dude.
No.
Wait, now,
No.
wait, hold on. Now,
Thank you, Gemini.
Type Kraken. Can the Kraken? Because that's different.
You better, Gemini, you better say krakens don't exist.
You don't know
Can
shit.
a
Can
Kraken?
a kraken eat a boat?
Yes. This is
Come
a
on.
giant squid.
In kraken
Nice.
mythology.
Okay.
Mythology.
Listen, bro.
Hey, what? At one
Okay,
point,
I want you to type. What's the craziest? What the fuck did you just type
A
up?
Cthulhu.
Okay, this is
Fire
something-
plug-in, by the way.
This is little
low-key,
new.
What do you, okay, no,
underrated.
listen. I want you to type in the last thing.
Fire plug.
What is the craziest sea creature we have alive right now?
That's a good question.
It's gonna be like a blue whale.
Don't listen.
Aaron the plumber.
what
Be in the water.
the? Oh, a jellyfish.
Dumbo octopus.
Oh, a
Whoa.
Dumbo octopus.
Okay. And then the anglerfish.
Okay. Honorable
See,
mentions.
no mention of a giant fucking
Where do you
kraken.
Bro,
think
'cause
them
it's a
niggas come from?
conspiracy, dude.
They're not eating boats,
know,
dude.
bro.
They
you
come
never
from
know.
somewhere, bro. Somebody's they papa and they mama. And guess what? That nigga is outside.
Vampire squid.
What are you talking
Holy
about?
shit. That does look
do
like
you
a-
see that
that
shit?
looks like a-
You don't think there's
a
a papa
bat
or
underwater.
mama out there? Or some wild crazy shit just waiting to... Nah, you wild
No,
crazy.
I don't. I don't. There's been too many fucking cruise ships that have sailed lovely, peacefully. One of them would have got swallowed. Somebody would have been on Instagram Live at the time.
But
But shit,
But here's
there's a
the thing:
Kraken out here.
we don't question other things that go missing, like other cruise ships or what happened to
Yes,
the
we do
Malaysian
question them.
plane. What happened to the Malaysian Air
They
Flight plane? Right?
investigate the fuck out of that.
What happened to that shit?
What
It
happened?
wasn't a Kraken. It wasn't a Kraken.
You prove my point.
It could just be gone.
Like you crazy into this philosophy.
Crazy to this shit, bro. Trust me.
Wow.
Yeah,
That
crazy
kind
to
of
it.
blew my mind. You just went like into a whole different dimension. Yeah, I might have to chop it up with you.
All right,
we gonna
we
chop it.
need
We
to
gonna
get to
chop
the
it
game
for
of the
sure,
week.
for
J.
sure.
Rose, you
Yeah,
ready for the
let's
game
go.
of the week?
Let's do
get
it.
it.
Let's do it.
Get the music, Benny.
Give me the music.
Yes.
Copyright.
Yes.
Thanks.
Wow, this is a nice cinematic. This is like Rocky Balboa.
It's new.
I like
High
this.
Street game of the week.
I like this. I like this.
We're gonna play a game that we've played many times, Fact or Fiction,
Okay.
right? But it's plugin edition. So I'm gonna name a plugin,
Yeah.
and you gotta tell me if it's real or made up.
Okay.
You
All right.
ready? I'm gonna give you the list. I'm gonna tell you at the end how many you got right.
Okay.
Okay?
So I gotta, as you say, I gotta go.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Delay llama.
False.
Okay. Fromage,
Cheese.
as in
nigga?
like the French word for cheese.
Wait, is he saying true or false? As it is a
It's a
plugin?
real
I'm not
plugin
gonna
or
lie
not?
to you.
Okay,
I'm not
cool.
gonna lie to you. The name sounds like a crazy, like I'm trying to fuck your head up name. So I want to say yeah, it's a real thing because it does sound like a.
Okay.
I
Okay.
don't know.
Okay. So you're saying that's real?
Actually, no. I take it back. It's false.
Okay.
Yeah, it's false.
I'm just gonna keep note of that here.
It's false. It's false. Maybe it's true, but I don't know. I'm trying to really decipher how you guys are saying
The next
this.
one. There's a lot of wild plugin names out there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
it's
know,
true.
you guys
That
see
is
some crazy
true.
shit,
Yeah.
right?
That's very
So
true.
yeah, let's say it's true. Let's change it.
Okay.
It's true.
Oh, so
Maybe
okay.
maybe
All right.
maybe you won your reverse psychology and it was actually right and I
You be doing that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
he's
know
good
I
at
know
that.
this.
He's
I try
actually good at that.
I try to decipher it pretty quickly, but I can't. He's pretty good at
You
it.
never know where I'm
He be-
going
yeah.
with it, bro.
He be hitting you with the,
Yeah.
are you sure?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
And then like he indulges like yeah, what you think? Like yeah, you're right.
Especially when he's got his selfie undercover cop. uniform
Yeah.
on right now.
Right, yeah, I mean, fucking backwards hat, guy. Got
Yeah.
an ID? You got an
Oh
ID?
yeah, now he looks like a Southie.
Wow,
You got the
yeah,
sweat.
definitely.
Southie.
Okay. Rat Shack reverb.
Rack chat.
Real or fake?
Oh. I want to say it's real because like it
Because it's that ridiculous, right? It has to be.
there's a
Rack
lot of
chat reverb.
reverbs out here, bro.
So many reverbs.
There's a lot of reverbs. I'm not sure how easy it is to make a plugin, but there's a lot of reverbs. But yeah, I'm gonna say yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Backmask.
I think yes. What if he reads back like, yo, you're all wrong?
I know, right? But they're all made up.
Yeah, it's okay.
Scrotum smasher.
There's no
Sorry.
way.
True.
The way
Yeah,
you
I
I'm
would
said
not
say-
that.
even gonna
I think-
lie to you. I really think somebody that sounds
Why
like a
does-
marketing
That
name.
sounds
Like
like-
yeah.
why- that sounds like the guy-
enunciated
The guy who
it,
made
screwed
sausage
him.
fattener.
Pause.
It
Yeah,
sounds
right.
like
Pause,
that's the
pause,
guy who made that
Pause.
plugin too, bro.
Because like you know sausage fattener.
Yeah.
Pause.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
That's like it's literally a fucking.
What if they
and then-
rename it? Pause.
Yeah, no, real.
Right?
Add that to the
That'd be
name.
funny.
Sausage fattener. Pause.
The plugin got a
The
pause.
pause VST.
It got to be like a what like
Okay.
you know the one knob pump.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How you got no pause for that, but you got a pause for sausage fattener?
Well, one knob pump. What are you talking about?
Okay.
Well, no,
okay.
How is that
don't break
pause?
You're right. You're right.
You see, certain niggas be taking this pause shit a little too far.
All right. What might this plugin do? Crazy liquor and cheeseburger party.
Crazy cheeseburger and what?
Crazy liquor and cheeseburger party.
Crazy cheeseburger and liquor party.
Crazy other way around, but yeah.
Liquor
Crazy.
and crazy cheeseburger party.
Crazy liquor and cheeseburger party.
Crazy liquor and cheeseburger party. It really sounds like it's the drink would be like this, either like this multi-band compressor kind of like silk, like soothing out. I could just imagine like if you were pouring like a very smooth liquor, it's just a very silk, it's a
Okay.
very smooth transition.
Is it
Okay.
liquor like liquor or like like your
Or if it was on the other hand, it would be reverb. So it would be like, I know like Murder Melodies from Slate Digital.
Sure.
You have like a ice reverb or like a fire reverb
Yeah.
Right.
that you can choose from. So maybe it's like a real like watery kind
What
of.
would the cheeseburger be?
I think the cheeseburger would definitely be like more grit. It would be like
Like a
maybe
story.
low
Like grease,
end.
yeah.
It would be like
Grease.
it would be like it would.
Okay.
You know what I'm
The
saying?
meat of the-
It would.
Yeah.
Yeah. It
All
would-
right.
yeah.
All right.
It would like a saturation.
So you think that
kind
actually
of.
exists or not?
I'm gonna keep it 1,000. I would say yes. I think somebody if somebody has been creative enough
Okay.
to like not
Leaning heavily yes so far.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. No bullshit.
This one has a cool name
yeah
if it's real.
yeah.
Permutate and with an 8.
Ooh, that's pretty cool.
You know what I'm saying?
There's a number in it.
Can we ask what it does? Like,
No.
really?
No. That's what. That's the whole thing of it.
Damn. Sounds like a gate plugin. Like it would mute.
Permutation.
It would
Like
permanently
different
mute.
versions of something.
Permutation.
Permutation. Yeah, it's like
Permutation.
a variation of something.
Permanently mutate. Yeah.
I want to say yes, but I feel like I got to give y'all a no, so I'm saying no.
Okay.
Okay, bad.
Okay.
That's a good. That's a good one.
It's like when you put in all C's on the test. And you're like,
Yeah,
That was definitely
actually-
me.
Yeah.
1,000%.
Is there an actual plugin called Butt Probe?
I'm sorry. Even if there was, I'm sorry. It's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say false.
Brought to you
right
by
now.
Butt Boy.
Butt pro. Butt
Like
boy.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Like you got to be real wild. Pause.
He's like, yo, I just got to put a butt
That's
probe on
kind
your
of
voice.
crazy. I ain't even gonna lie to you. That's kind of OD.
What would it even do, bro?
You know, it fixes the back end. I don't know.
Stupid.
Hey!
Yo, bro. Chill, dog. Yo, listen. We might need to talk after this podcast. dude.
Okay, how about Sin Plant 2? You ever heard of that shit?
Sin plant. There was a first one.
I say yes.
Okay. Sumu.
Yes.
You do
It just sound like
Sumu.
Quackmire.
yeah. No. What if I just like while you look down, just like quickly looked it up on my phone? And just like put my phone back down.
Blammo Verb.
No.
That thing.
No.
That sounds real as fuck. I ain't even gonna lie. That thing.
Woozy Tape.
Yes.
Last one. Is there a plugin called Fucking Fucker?
Has to be.
I would say yes. That sounds like a cool name. I feel like somebody was like,
Okay.
fuck it. Because you know how we have a, am I the dumbass?
J Rose,
There's no way.
you won the game of the week, dude.
No
Let me get the
way.
music. Landslide, they were all real.
Wait.
That's the trick. All of those were real.
What?
So you leaned heavily. You only said false on 1,
So wait,
2,
butt probe
3.
is real?
4.
Nah, because you got
Five.
a nah, because you got a
You only
lot
said
of.
false 5 times, and one of those was butt probe, which you
Okay.
by principle you couldn't say true.
Right.
So really, you only said 4.
What the fuck does that
4.
do?
I don't know. Let's look it up.
I need to figure out.
Vinny,
what
can we
that
look up
is.
butt
Oh
probe
my
Put it in
VST?
the incognito window, though.
I have.
Oh shit! Put it on fucking
I have
centered
Synplant.
mode too.
I have
'cause
Synplant too.
make sure it's
Very
not on
cool.
image search right
Very
now.
cool.
Yeah, bro, please, because this might be because
Put VST plugin.
Oh, here we go. Oh, it's a guitar. It's a guitar
It's a
plugin.
guitar plugin?
What did you try the butt
Guitar
probe?
mag.
What kind of AO?
yo, dog. Yo, what?
Anybody?
It's a
Wait, what's the
guitar
question?
pedal. It
Go
has
up.
to be a
What's the
guitar
title of
pedal.
that?
Guitar, butt probe.
No, go up a little bit. Oh, there we go.
What's it do?
I can't.
It's a pedal. No, it's a pedal. It's a
Distortion.
pedal.
Wait,
It's a
what is
Distortion.
pedal.
it? Oh,
Pedal.
distortion.
Yeah,
Butt probe. Okay.
it's by Metasonics.
Okay.
Yeah,
Metasonics, yeah.
Yeah, distortion
Okay.
tones. Yep, distortion tones.
All right.
Okay.
Jesus
bad.
Christ.
Well, J Rose, great job.
Yeah, that was crazy.
You won.
Hell yeah.
You win a whole bunch of pride.
Great.
Gerald's gonna give you a hug after the episode.
Absolutely.
For congratulations.
Yeah, great. We might have to talk before anything happens.
There's no butt probes involved.
Yeah, because you've been wilding out this whole chat, gang.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's wilding out.
We're gonna call Aaron the plumber for you.
Yeah, we're gonna interview him next week. It's gonna be lit.
Nice, that'd be cool. Get him on. Get Kanye on here.
It was great to finally have you on the show.
Yo, bro, it was great, bro.
We're gonna do it again real soon.
Oh yeah, J Rose
A lot
hasn't been on.
of crazy shit's happening this year, man.
True.
A lot of crazy shit.
Looking forward to
this year, man.
Because I've heard some of his unreleased shit. Y'all ain't ready.
Yeah.
Unreleased shit.
Album Friday. By the time you're watching this,
EP Friday.
Sorry,
Yep, EP
Hey,
Friday.
careful, buddy.
No, you're
That's
good.
it.
Alone, May 11th.
Yeah, May 5.
Yes.
May 5.
May 5.
5,
I'm gonna send
25.
you this track too.
Yeah, please.
Okay.
I want to add
I'm
some
gonna show you
guitars.
three.
Kind of on the nose.
We're chilling after we get off. Yeah,
for sure.
All right, let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, let's go smoke a blunt.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching.
Yeah.
Any shows? Anything you want to shout out before we end it?
Hell yeah. Hold
go
up.
crazy, go crazy.
Yeah, real quick. Hold up. Let me shout out my dog C4, Jay the DJ for popping out. You know what I'm saying? I hope he's up to par. You know what I mean?
I think he's up to par.
You know what I'm saying? You up to par, bro? Okay, yeah. But listen, shout out C4, shout out Jay the DJ, shout out Jamil, shout out my mom, shout out my shorty, shout out just everybody around me. Emil, I don't know if I said that. Shout out all y'all, shout out the team back there. You know what I'm saying? Shout out, New Dia. Thank you for having us. Just shout out to everybody that's just on the support side. And if you're not on the support, I still love you. Take the shots. I'm better duck. Better duck. Better duck. I tried to say it the other day. You better duck. You better duck, boy.
All right, we'll be back next week. Peace.
Peace.
I put my heart into this shit. Build this shit brick for brick. And brick for brick, they gon' tear it down. Ay, cause we'll go come around fast. Faster than the Navy ship. She shook my shit away cause she ain't feeling it. Bottom of the oceans where you'll find my shit, yeah. Where they put your words, she a violent girl. Ay, this shit be so tempting. I take it the fast way. Ain't tryna end up in last place. What if this is my last race? You tell my people, yeah, dale. Con calma se hace. Se sabe que no es fácil. I'm just being honest. Yeah. It's cancel culture for the ones that ain't got no culture. Educate all you niggas on how to use that coaster. One in the glass, how I turn it over. I don't do time, she'll be coming over. I don't do time, I'll get it right. I heard that they don't think that I'ma make it too far. But I'm further than you, they won't even catch me on a highway. Times when I think like it's all on me. I try to keep my distance, they be moving too rocky. I've been smoking back to back, cause of shit I can't get back. So I put my heart into this shit, build this shit brick for brick. And brick for brick, they gon' tear it down. Ay, cause we'll go come around fast. Faster than the Navy ship, she shook my shit away cause she ain't feeling it. Bottom of the oceans where you'll find my shit, yeah. Where they put your words, she a violent girl. Ay, this shit be so tempting. I take it the fast way. Ain't tryna end up in last place. What if this is my last race? You tell my people, yeah, dale. Con calma se hace. Se sabe que no es fácil. I'm just being honest.